And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. You've got Prince. Johnson is out there with Nash. And it's Vega in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's English. Here's Higgins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was English. Higgins has got the game going here with the first basket for the East All-Stars.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
4 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Guarded by Prince to the wing on the left. Higgins passes to English. Got a piece of it. Here's Vega, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one in the line is good. The East making a switch. Dunleavy's checked in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Here's Vega after the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Nash outside. Shot clock at 6. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. The West again cannot hit. Here's Higgins. Pass to Dunleavy. And there's another turnover by the East. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jeffries is checked in. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Vega. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
In the first half of this season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
It's Prince on the wing, defended by Dunleavy. Here's Nash, makes the most of the high percentage shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Walker. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Dunleavy. Just 5 to shoot. That one goes in. Dunleavy's got his second bucket of the night.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. But the way they've performed, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Nash, the pass to Vega. Pass to Jeffries. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
And teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
Here's Dunleavy. And here's Walker. Pass to Higgins. And another three from the east.
That kind of be pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty solid.
Now, here's Nash. Here's Prince. Back to Nash. Here's the screen. Pass to Prince. Here's the thing.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Dunleavy for three. That shot, no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. East All-Stars lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
On the court right now, the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Nash is out there with Rush. Then it's Reynolds. And it's Jeffries in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jeffries got the game tied up here for the West All-Stars.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Nash outside. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Reynolds, good.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Ellis. To halt the run, and he pucks that one in. Ellis has got his first bucket of the night.
Operating in that mid-range area that time. No real shot contest.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layup. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the first one good. Jordan's checked in for English. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Jordan. Still scoreless. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Vega's got the lead up to 8 now for the West All-Stars.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Shot's good by Walker.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Now, here's Nash.
Every All-Star game you can count on, you're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That was another one.
Pass to Walker. Here's Higgins. Good ball movement here by the East. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Jordan's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Lewis checked in for the West. Prince comes in for Nash. Here is Jeffries. Down low. That's a floater go. Outside, Jordan. West All-Stars with the rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Prince outside. Back to Lewis. Pass to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Boozer with the rebound. The East trail by 4. Higgins passes to Boozer. Here's Higgins. Here's Ellis. Defended by Prince. Ellis kicks to Jordan. Shoots it up. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Now here's Prince. At the top of the key, Lewis. Out to the wing. And stolen by Jordan. Pass to Higgins. It's good from long range. Higgins has got 12 points in the game.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
And here's Ellis for 3. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. West All-Stars out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And so here are the West All-Stars. It's a one-point game. Dunleavy is out there with English. Then it's Higgins. Then it's Walker. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. He lobs it up. Here's Higgins. 6 to shoot. Pass to Dunleavy. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Dunleavy's got his first 2 points.
And guys, if he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Nash, the pass to Prince, and out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Defended by Prince. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The East All-Stars shooting their first shots of the night from a charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West All-Stars. They lead by 1.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Good ball movement here by the East. 5 to shoot. Get the time basket there.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Again, the West All-Star.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them though.
Pass to Higgins. Shot to stop the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The East All-Stars have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Dunleavy. And both free throws good for Dunleavy. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's Prince on the wing. He's got 6. The shot's good for Nash.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Higgins. Drives to the hoop. Clock at 4. Softly drops in the floater. Higgins has got 14.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Now, here's Nash. He has 7. Nifty move. He can't get that one. Walker with some nice D. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball.
That's a real brain fade right there. A mental error, and it cost them a possession.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The West leading by 7. Nash outside. Pass to Prince. Some nice passing here by the West. Nash outside. Clock is at 3. Here's Vega. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 6 assists here tonight.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Higgins. 14 points for him. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that back.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Here's Higgins. Goes up the baseline. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor. And it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning.
Left side Walker. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On baseline Jay. Higgins. That's good. Higgins has got 6 here in this quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
A nice shot by Nash.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's the West All-Stars. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Rush, and it's Flowers in at the 4th spot. And so here are the West All-Stars. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Pass to Rush. There's the 3. East grabs the miss. Inside. Oh, that's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Jordan finds Dunleavy. Back to Jordan. Here's Higgins. To the inside. Boozer. Pass to Flowers. Now Rush. Out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Flowers. Hits it from three-point range.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And it's good for 2. The West leading by 11. Out left to the wing. Pass to Jeffries. Takes a 3. And the West hit again from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here is Jordan.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Higgins. Now Dunleavy. Good ball movement here by the East. Now here's Jordan. Higgins passes to Dunleavy. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Higgins' shot is off.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Here's Flowers. Again, the West All-Star.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To Vega. There's a good screen to the middle, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Jordan looking it over. Pass to Boozer. And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard, stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner.
Oh, my goodness.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And another miss by the East.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
It's picked off. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Back to Jordan, and that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Freeman Liberty's checked in. Here's Walker. Miller surveying the floor. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Flowers. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Ellis bounce pass. And Walker kicks to Ellis. The three. A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Flowers. Shots good by Freeman Liberty.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Higgins. Going inside. And a dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Throws it up high.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Has to rush. Sinks the three-pointer.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of the MVP. Here to present the trophy is NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. Let's hear it for the All-Star MVP Award recipient.
Coup de papier, pas de langue de bois. Le bracelet ça coûte une jambe et le prix d'une montre peut coûter un bras. J'suis solide, si tu m'aimes, MMA, fort. Tu veux le feed, j'suis dans le club, tu parles trop fort. 1 million, 2 millions, j'fais 800 d'or. J'connais le avant le fisc et tous les accords. Je les vois tourner tous autour de ma comme on a chaise musicale. Comme si je fais 200 000 en vente digitale. Mon gros même ta meuf écoute la ligue. T'as peur de la quand je fais la fête. C'est toi qui passes, c'est moi qui tu penses que c'est l'entourage, mais c'est moi qui leak. Carré, je suis solide, si tu m'aimes, MMA, fort. Tu veux les filles, je suis dans le club, tu parles trop fort. 1 million, 2 millions, je fais 800 d'or. Je connais le avant le fisc et tous les accords. Beaucoup de papier, pas de langue de bois. Parce que ça coûte une jambe, tout le monde peut coûter un bras. On fait pas de faute éliminatoire. J'ai cœur en faire comme Terminator. Je les vois de longue.
One shot.
Shooting for the Cardinals. Jeffries. One shot.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. And it's Reynolds in at the 4. Here's Timmerman. Takes a step back. Here's Rush. It's deflected. Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Pass to Lewis. Just 5 on the clock. From the left block. Yes, it's good. 20 points for him.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Launches it from deep. Reynolds with a rebound.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Timmerman, that's good.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
High arcing shot. Rush grabs the board. Rush has got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Timmerman. Here's Reynolds for 3. Sinks the tray. Reynolds has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Timeout called. Louisville.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the time?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
Get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel told the team earlier. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Jeffries. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Shoots from 12. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
Here's Rush. And here's Jordan. Pass to Best. Here's Timmerman. Here's Jordan. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Lets the three fly. Drains the triple.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
And there's the drive. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
And it's rejected. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Gilliard, he's checked in for Jeffries. Here's Lewis. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the triple. 23 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Here's Rush. To the wing, right side. Pass to Timmerman. Here's Best. There's the triple. Timmerman shot is off.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
To the left wing. Here's the steal. To the inside. Pass to Rush. Now here's Jordan. Here's Timmerman. To win the cold spell. And he recovers it. Second shot opportunity. Here's Nash. And Louisville hits again from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Rush, the pass to Best. Here's Rush. Out to the wing. Over to the left wing. From deep, Jordan on target from range.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Pass to Nash. Here's Lewis. The three is up. And Louisville hits again from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
From deep three-point land. The shot no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Fade away. Another one falls for Louisville.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Best. Ooh, they pick off the pass. There's the block. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And Louisville making a change here. Joseph's checked in. And Louisville has possession. 3-point lead. Pass to Nash. Buries it from three.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now Jordan. Here's Rush to win the run. Jordan misses.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Pass to Joseph. And Louisville hits again from deep. And so it's Louisville winning this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. As we leave, we present our player of the game.